Hey friends, it has been a long day, but we are finally getting around to shooting a quick little video to just tell you what has been going on here and what Angelica also wants to say hello. and what we are about to do. So we first got peacocks a couple years ago. It was just kind of like this dream I had because I think they're pretty. And so our daughter Ada, who's 14 now, spent 3 months researching peacocks and all the reasons that you should have them, being that they keep away ticks and bugs like that, but also snakes. Thomas had taken her to take these baby mice that she rescued to a wildlife rescue, and they had a bunch of peacocks there, and they were asking about them, and they said that they had been having trouble with copperheads biting their other animals, so they got these peacocks, 10 years ago at that time, and stopped having that problem. And so we're like, well, we don't like copperheads. So we got the peacocks, so our intention was to free range them for that purpose. However, as of late, we've realized that we're not going to be able to do that because although most of our neighbors enjoy seeing them, we have one set of neighbors that seem to kind of just be afraid of them. They have flown up on his roof before. They've flown up on our roof once, but our roof's kind of slick, so they didn't enjoy it too much. But he ended up filing a peace bond against us, so we actually have to go to court on Thursday, which we've never had to do before. Not really sure what that entails. The constable that came out here at one point told us we weren't breaking any laws. There aren't laws.
It was the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Sheriff deputy
That came out here told us we were not breaking any laws, that there's not laws for birds like that, for poultry or anything like that in Texas, free ranging, that it's not as if it was livestock that you have to keep fenced. But it's our desire to be good neighbors, even when we disagree. We decided not to just clip their wings because they're still just going to walk over there, because part of the fence between us and them is slick wire, so they can just walk right through it, and clipping their wings would just make them not be able to get away from predators. But the problem is this little enclosure. We caught Angelica and put her in here, which she's hiding behind. Oh, there she is. The problem with this is that this is not safe for peafowl. So I'm gonna have Thomas explain what we need to build to make it an appropriate enclosure for peafowl.
So we are going to build a structure that is similar to a lean-to kind of structure. It's gonna, kind of have 3 walls. The front is probably going to be all kind of like a wire fabric of some sort. It's going to be strong. We're probably going to set up a tin roof with gutters in order to rain harvest off of that roof surface. But one of the things I have to figure out is, we have to make it tall because they have to have enough room if they get startled and take off that they don't just fly right into the roof and hurt themselves. We've been told 20 feet, but I am probably not going to build it 20 feet tall. So what we're doing now is we are harvesting trees off of our own property. We're going to be cutting down cedar trees and taking the limbs off, and I'm hoping to get the structure about 16 feet tall, maybe 18 at its tallest point. We've seen some different designs online that are not 20 feet tall, but that was just something that was brought up on a Facebook group that we're a part of. And we're going to be doing about 20 feet wide and 20 to 25 feet long. So we're trying to get them somewhere in the ballpark of 500 to 700 square feet, plus or minus, of space. We have 5 birds, and we've heard that they require about 100 square feet of room each, and so that means we need about 500 square feet of floor plan. So we will also be taking some of the branches that we probably delimb and using those as perches inside. And then on the bright side of this, even though we didn't want them in captivity, we might actually be able to harvest some of their eggs and sell that for people that might want to incubate, or I don't know what else we'd use them for. But
Eat them? They're supposed to be really good.
Are they? I've never heard of anybody eating that, but hey. So anyway, that's the plan, is to kind of use a lot of the structural support from things on the farm. We are going to be buying horizontal support structure and roof support structure, probably from our local hardware store. I have some tin roof that I'll be trying to use off of other structures around here that don't need it anymore, or some stuff that I've had in my barn for a while. So we have to see what the judge is going to say this Thursday. I mean, I kind of understand a little bit to a degree. If the birds are on their roof, they have a mobile home structure which is not as well insulated as a normal house, and so yes, it could be annoying. Our other neighbor has mentioned that the birds have been over on their roof and it doesn't bother them at all. In fact, they like seeing the birds and it adds to their day. So it's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, like Jamie said, we want to be good neighbors and do what we can. And so we'll just wait and see what the judge says. Unfortunately, we have to go through the process.
So all of that being said, there are materials that we are still going to have to buy. We are going to have to get, obviously probably like some screws, and I don't know, he's the builder. But some wood for support. We're using as much as we possibly can off of the farm, because this was not something that we had planned for. This is not something that was in our budget. So all that being said, we are going to be doing a fundraiser. I actually announced it this morning while in the ER with one of our kids. He's good. That we're going to do a peacock themed fundraiser. So we'll pin that to the top on our Facebook page when I have a good little logo for that. But it is already live on our Facebook page. If you would like anything from that, there are some things we can ship. The breads obviously are local. But anyway, so if you would like to help in supporting our Save the Peacock enclosure stuff.
You're shaking me.
I'm talking with my hand and it's bothering him.
It's
I can't.
shaking me.
Anyway, if you would like to help support our peacock enclosure, check out that fundraiser. We would greatly appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and happy homesteading. Thanks for watching, and happy homesteading.
You're bad at that.